Hello, Atram. How are you holding up today? So, I reckon it's about time to take a little detour now that we've finished chapter 2. And we'll be playing Varnhold's Lot, which is basically a DLC pack following the other group of following the other expedition that won the Varnhold region, and we're going to follow them for the stream or 3 because we are now just wrapping up chapter 2 in the main story, which is probably around where Varnhold's Lot actually takes place. And also, I kind of want to make sure that I have access to Magar Varn as my treasurer when I move into chapter 3 of 3 or 4, is it? I don't know. Point is, we're going to be taking a little detour for a brief adventure, a brief jaunt, you might say. So Varnhold's Lot. Yep. Then we're going to keep this one on normal. And Bard, Druid, Fighter, Paladin, Sorcerer. No. Those don't really appeal to me currently. Rather, I was thinking I would go Barbarian for this. Or maybe a Duelist Fighter, now that I think about it. But, Yeah, let's go duelist actually. Meaning we are going to be starting with a probably let's see, what's the requirements for duelist? That's weapon finesse, combat mobility, and 6 base attack bonus. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Favorite class. Fighter. There it is. There we go. I think that works. Weapon finesse. No. What was the requirements again? Combat mobility. Fair enough. But also, I could go for dodge at first. Yeah. There it is.
You should have run.
Let's move.
I did it. Let us be careful. None shall escape. What a find. Interesting.
There we go. Nadia.
I'll take care of it. A mere flesh wound.
There we go. Which pretty much makes us pretty much golden for the duelist advanced archetype or prestige archetype. Favored prestige class. Duelist. Combat reflexes, I'm thinking. And the only reason I haven't taken weapon focus yet is because I haven't really decided what kind of weapon she is going to be wielding. So there's not really a point in committing to that yet. Okay. Weapon training. Axes, bows, close, crossbows, double weapons, hammers, maces, flails, heavy blades, light blades, monk, natural weapons, polearms, spears, and thrown. Chakram, dagger, kukri, rapier, short sword, sickle, and star knife. Dueling sword, bastard sword. Sure. There are some stories that resemble the last fleeting beam of sunlight. As the sun sets, a bright trace in someone's memory. One such story is of a town called Varnhold, and I, an author still unknown to you, shall convey it to in every truthful and exciting detail.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron
Flashback to the coronation.
Bourbon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
There goes Edelweiss. She gets her crown.
On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you
And
this noble
Maegor
title.
Varn.
Rise, your grace.
Thank you, Lady Aldori, distinguished guests. It is a great honor for me. It is with the greatest joy that I announce the founding of my barony in Dunsward. It shall be called Varnhold. But I must say that this happy event is not mine to claim alone. The stolen lands would never have yielded to me if it weren't for the valor of my friends and companions. Now I would like to introduce my right hand, a hero without whose help I wouldn't be standing here now. Please, step forward.
Welcome back. So, we get our first level up as Nadia. Well, first true level up as Nadia anyway. We still do not have 6 BAB, so we're putting another level in Fighter. And now, because I have a fairly good idea of where I want to go now with the weapons. E. There it is. S-Dock. Weapon focus, S-Stock. So, you're the famous Nadia. I'm pleased to finally meet you in person. Varn has told me much of your deeds. The Varling host fought for your interests many times, but we haven't had a chance to meet in person yet. It is a pleasure doing business with the Varling host. You offer honest swords for honest gold. You do charge a fair amount, but this means I won't have to worry about someone else buying you out from under me. Alas, not many mercenary teams can boast your reputation. What do you hold for the future of Varnhold? I wish I knew. We live in a wild time of great changes. The rise of new state and disputed lands will be a shock to the entire nation, of course. I have my own thoughts and plans, as everyone does, but there's only one thing I'm sure of. There will be no risk of a boring future. Allow me to return the question. What do you think awaits your young barony? Work. Nothing much difficult and dangerous work awaits us if we are to survive. You seem to have both your feet on the ground. It's good to see that Varn has such people around him. He has never lacked courage, but practicalities have never been his strong suit. I must go. I wish you luck. Okay.
In due time.
Now. Sepal. Actually, let's not level them up just yet. Zvonky Keeg. Pretty much all of our, Edelweiss's party is also here. Lindsay. And I thought that all of them would be here, but I suppose only Lindsay qualifies. Anyway, as the guests linger and entertain themselves, one hero of the occasion stands aside. Magar Varn, the leader of the Varnling host, your direct commander, and henceforth the undisputed Baron of Varnhold. He is busying himself with one of his favorite pastimes. He's trying very hard not to yell, but he's ferociously arguing about something with the party's co-founder, a wizard named Cephalorhentus. Magar Varn's oldest companion and his most uncompromising opponent. Cephalorhentus, Magar Varn's close friend and bitter rival. An experienced wizard and the co-founder of the famous Varnling Host mercenary group.
But Varn, my dear friend, would you please be so kind as to explain what devil take you've been doing? I've financed this venture with my own personal funds, not to mention all the effort and time I've invested. And pray tell, what was it all for? For you to assemble the fruits of our labors and pitch the whole lot down the privy?
Fruits? I've been busy guarding these fruits from Brevoy's incessant fruit moths. But I'm a baron now. We finally have our own land. For the first time in our lives, we're independent. No one can tell us what to do, and you want to destroy everything we've achieved by inviting spies into our house? Of course! Why not? Please, do come in, eavesdrop, sniff around, take whatever you please. Cephal is generous. He said make yourself at home.
Oh, Asmodeus, please give me the patience to withstand this nonsense, or take my soul already. Varn, what are you saying? What is this independence you speak of? We depend on Restov for literally everything. From the inflow of settlers to the food to feed them. I like Jumondi no more than you do, but it will take us years to free ourselves from her influence. Right now we must bow to our patron, brag about a title we received from her very hands.
Listening to you is disgusting. Did we claw away our own?
Maybe I should move my VTuber corner to the
friend. You're right on time.
left.
Be our arbiter.
What are you arguing about?
At issue is the fact that Jumondi Aldori has generously offered to Magar the use of her envoy. And who is Jumondi Aldori? The very same one who created our barony, and who could make it disappear with a flick of her finger. An insignificant figure in the grand scheme of things, no doubt. But good Varn refused her. And to top it all off, he rather suggestively hinted that he considers every single one of Brevoy's diplomats to be spies.
What else should I consider them? Cephal, have you grown foggy in your old age? I can hardly recognize you. You've always been a hardliner. You've always... put the interests of our ventures above everything else. And now you want us to roll over on our backs for the Aldori, wiggle our tails, and wait to be petted. We're an independent state now, and we shall have it known to all that we won't be ordered about.
Magar, of course they're spies. You refused the spy in plain sight. Congratulations, well done. Now the Sword Lords will send other spies, ones we won't even be able to see. Restov has invested a great deal in our barony. He is ready to invest yet more. So why bite the hand that feeds us before the feeding is over? We could at least pretend to be humble, so long as we're still getting something for it.
Sephiroth kinda has a point there.
Well, for one thing, that's low. By accepting Restov's handouts, we're taking on certain obligations. I know you don't care a fig for morality, but think of our reputation. Who will want to deal with us if we steal from our employers and stab them in the back?
Why do you keep saying us and our? Do I need to remind you that you're a baron now? That is the difference between you and me. You were born of a noble family, and yet even now, after receiving lands and power, you continue to think like the leader of a band of thugs. Well, my parents plowed the soil, and I learned to read by moonlight. But even as a snot-nosed child, I tried to think like a ruler, a king without a kingdom. After decades, my plans and schemes are finally bearing fruit. I shall not allow you to destroy everything we've created with your stupid pride.
I don't understand why you dislike Jamandi Aldori. She is a fine person, and there is nothing wrong with being her ally, in word or in deed.
Allies? You mean vassals. Jamandi keeps singing about freedom and independence, but that's only because it's the legal loophole she's using. In truth, she doesn't want Varnhold as an ally. She wants Varnhold as a puppet.
For once, I will agree with you, Magar. And you, my comrade, do not be so naive. Jamandi is no friend, not to us. Brevoy is on the verge of civil war, and she sends us to die for her ambitions. She'll more than recover Brevoy's investment in us.
I wonder... There we go. Yeah. Now you can actually see the speaker rather than who he is speaking to.
If you know this, then why would you kowtow to her? You may be an old fox, but she's no little sheep. You think you can deal with the devil, take what you want, and then slip away without paying?
Exactly. As Modius is my witness, I know more about deals with devils than you. In fact, I am accustomed to playing the devil's role myself. Deals of this sort.
Asmodeus, also known as the King of Hell, Master of Witches, and Prince of Law, is the most powerful of the 9 archdevils that inhabit Hell, and the only one who is credited with the and the only one of Hell's rulers who claim or to claim full divinity. It was he who was credited with the penning of the contract of creation, within which his followers believe is hidden the means for their patron's eventual rise to supremacy.
All right, enough arguing. What is done cannot be undone. You spoiled my game quite a bit, Magar, and I will not forget it in a hurry. We shall try to play with the hand we were dealt. Celebrations are over. It's time for everyday life. I suggest we exchange bows with the respected hosts and set off to Varnhold. We have much work to do.
Let's go. Varnhold awaits.
If we had a Brevin envoy with us, they'd be spying out the road to Varnhold for Jamandi.
As if Jamandi best not learn where we live. If there were an envoy with us, I would already be feeding them misinformation.
The soldiers fall out, and only Kajardi Icebach remains, looking as gloomy as ever, despite the universal jubilation. The sullen dwarf is quartermaster and chaplain of the Burning Host, famous for her skill in dampening the commander's enthusiasm. Welcome back, Your Grace. Did you have a fun celebration? Have enough to eat? Good. Then let's get back to work before you squander the whole barony. You could have gone with us, gone with us. You would have liked it. I hate to rest off. Besides, while you were at the ball, another bandit gang slithered into town. And who would have taken care of it if I weren't here, huh? Anyhow, the festivities are over. You are a baron now. Get to baroning. If you say so. To baroning. Here's my first order. I shall appoint you, Kajardi, as treasurer. You, Cephal, will be my regent. And you, Nadia, my general. Any questions? No? Then get to work. For a few moments, Magar watches Cephal and Kajardi go away, then looks to you. There's a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. Hard to believe, isn't it? After so many years of life on the road, nights in barracks and tents, I am now a baron, with my own humble baronial residence. Sleeping in a tent isn't that bad. It depends on who you're sharing it with. Magar smiles. You're right. Anyway, we'll have plenty of time to discuss the respective merits of tents and beds. Well, General, here's your first order. Talk to Kajardi and pick 3 of our lads as your brothers in arms. I can't spare more than 3 for now. Someone has to guard the capital. Take the rest. Whoever will follow you to hell and back. When you have gathered them together, come find me at the fort. There's something I need you to do. Right. Shardy Icebach, formerly quartermaster and chaplain of the Varnling host, now treasurer of Varnhold, greets you with a curt nod. Over all the years you've spent in a party with this no-nonsense dwarf, she's only smiled 3 or 4 times. And never when she was sober. So, you finished celebrating? Had your fun? Then let's get to business. Me gut tells me they aren't going to let us live peacefully in this land. Well, we're lucky to have a resourceful person like you on our side. Of course you are. Without me, you'd all be paupers. But why are you sucking up to me? You after the beer in my stock? Maybe. I'm not pouring any today. Don't get your hopes up. Then I want to take someone from the team on a raid. I would recommend Gekor, the Bruiser, and Tahara. It's a waste when such a strong priest and fighter who can tear enemies to pieces with his bare hands is stuck patrolling the streets, and Tahara, that insolent mug, I'm afraid to keep her cooped up in Varnhold. What if she starts thinking too fondly of the good old times when she was a pirate? Let me make my own choices. Right! Our people are no good sitting in a fortress getting fat. So, generally, I think we can start with getting a cleric. Halfling is fine. For a cleric, anyway. Hmm. Hmm. Favorite class, cleric? And Iomade. Positive energy. Hmm. Nah, Sun Domain is fine, I think. exalted of society, I think. Yeah.
Hold on. Just a little more. Stand with me.
I pity you're not an elf or half elf. That's wrong, but whatever. Ugh. Superior summoning. So similar to Edelweiss's build, Etrom is going to be spamming summons. Why? Because summons are really fucking strong. So that was our cleric. And then we'll have an Asimar as our monk instead of Bruiser, because as I noted with Harem before, having a melee focused class that kinda wants to be in close combat, but also their race or race pick loses like 10 foot of movement speed is not great. Now, if I remember right, Scaled Fist's armor is, or armor bonus is scaled off of their charisma. So actually, they do not need to max out their wisdom. If anything, 14 might be a little much.
This doesn't suit me.
Aim carefully.
No. Yeah, let's go with Maka. And then crane style. Fast movement, draconic heritage. Fair enough. Let's just go with fire because it's the easy way out. It's the easy answer. Hmm. Say probably sudden speed. Yeah. crane wing. So that's that cleric for our healing. We have a wizard and a rogue by default because Sephiel and Magar is coming with us. And that leaves... well, and Nadia herself is a duelist, so in that case... Let's get another somebody to flank. Well, actually... Yeah, let's go with Shaylin. Weird that I can't seem to find weapon focus, but whatever. We'll go with tandem trip. Actually, no. No. Shield wall. And shake it off.
I have no need for this. Together we stand.
I... Hmm... whatever. Should be fine. Proficient with all simple weapons. Plus the longbow, short bow. Fine. Fair. Alright. It'll be okay then. Hmm. Fighter! Nadia. Yeah, you are now pivoting from fighter for a little bit. Because, let's take a few levels of duelist. Add. Welcome back. A hi, escapist. All right. That's myself and all of my mercs. Oops. I named Bren wrong, but whatever. And then equipment. I need an S-Talk. And can I get a buckler? Yep. A +1 buckler. A light shield? Maybe no. I don't think that. So there we go. There we go. And now it's our boy Magar's turn. Magar Varn is a rogue by default. And also because I made my Inquisitor a range focus, I can also be... I don't really mind having him or focusing on daggers. He's kinda already set up for it. So, yeah. Short swords. And Seppel is a wizard with a specialist school in conjuration, an opposition in divination and illusion. So, yeah. He's actually set up to be a summoner. But I already made someone else my summoner. Rage and lightning bolt. The dimension door. And volcanic storm. I do wish I'd checked Seppel's subclass before I spec'd Etrom, but Let's see.
In due time.
An old man in a threadbare robe squints at you, fiddling with his matted hand, or matted beard. What do you seek, soldier? Oh, I'm sorry, General. General, of course. So, what'll it be? Spells? Magic? Secrets? Old Ignash can do anything, knows everything. I have words and potions. I can tell you your fortune. It won't cost you much. You detect a sour stench of stale alcohol as the old man mumbles. Give 5 gold coins. Tell me my fortune. The old man hides the money away and takes out a handful of bizarre dice with different numbers or of numbers of sides and squiggly marks instead of numbers. He shakes the dice in his wrinkled, trembling hands, casts them, and studies their results for a long time, moving his lips in silence and quietly counting his fingers. Remember, victory belongs to those who desire for success, or whose desire for success is stronger than their fear of defeat. Drink at least 4 cups of water a day. Break big tasks into smaller steps and eat more vegetables. I see. Hack fortune teller, huh?
I'm there.
$15 plus 7. Why? Fair enough. Okay. So let's have a look at the equipment. Starting with a bow for Bryn. I'd say let's get a longbow. And then 2 short swords for Varn. Actually, 2 short swords is probably not worth the expense. Atrom. I kinda want to give you a crossbow. Heavy crossbow? Yeah. Crimson Counselor. It's too costly, but that's fine. Because, Sephiel is going to get a different staff that's going to last me until pretty much the end of the DLC anyway, so, yeah. Huh. I guess he already had a short sword. Two short swords. Okay.
I do what I must. I'm off.
How much money do I have left? Not a lot.
I'm there.
Magar stands half turned to you. There is tension in his pose, though he only stares into the distance without turning. He begins to speak. Nadia, you're right on time. We need to discuss the incident in Dunsworth and about 1,000 other things that have come down on have come crashing down on us, along with the Varnhold. What do you need to know about the incident in Dunsworth, my liege? There is a place in my dominion called the City of Hollow Eyes. Until recently, it was considered quite a peaceful and harmless place, despite its name. But something strange is going on there. Our scouts report that centaurs have attacked the locals, and a gang of cutthroats is wandering the area. It's a good bet that the centaurs and the bandits were uprooted by something else. Something dangerous. Or perhaps they're drawn to a place, or to the place by something precious. One day, I will certainly become a decent baron. I'll sit on the throne, sip wine, and grow fat. But before that wonderful day comes, I hope to add a few more pages to the adventures of the Varnling host. So, if you're ready, General, say the word. I'm ready to stretch my legs. I need some time to prepare, actually. I may as well, before we leave, spend the rest of the funds he gave me.
In due time.
I might actually get more armor class, no, if I take off the scale mail, but evidently not, so that's fine.
Follow if you dare.
Okay. Hmm. Still a little leather plus U1 is fine. Time to head out. Hmm.
I do what I must. I'm off. In due time.
Hey, Maka! Thank you for the raid. Where are you playing? I think I got to see you play Grand Blue at least for a while. And then I had to go off. I'm ready. Okay, let's go. By the way, Maka, you're in the party now. Specifically
It's time we had a
here.
rest.
The Asimar monk. Bryn, you're the Inquisitor on the far right.
People always invent such creepy names for old ruins. I bet when the Cyclops were alive, they called that place Goat Smell Walk or something of that sort.
I highly doubt it. The ancient Cyclopes, after all, had far better taste than you.
There were complaints about merchants disappearing in this area, along with their goods. We should look into this.
I did kinda misspell Brenna's Bri. Hold on. That was not the intent, but I guess it works. For now. And then over here is Maka. She's a monk, a scaled fist specifically. So actually she's a very inexpensive mercenary to have around because she doesn't need a lot of gear. On account of her fists being her weapons. And then there is me. A duelist fighter multi-class build. Which is using a stock currently and has the unhindering shield feat, so I can basically wield two-handed weapons with a buckler. So yeah.
I'm there.
Raps.
Well, that was easy. You got another one?
Follow if you dare. Their life ends here.
Gobos.
This will hurt.
Strike as one!
Unimosi travisi.
We shall overcome.
Believe in yourselves.
A solid plan.
And Maka gets the first ever kill. Which would not be a good thing, probably, if I was not actually. I didn't just spend like half the stream before without going out on the mission. So this is the first time this party has been in a fight.
Attack!
Fight me!
Forwards. You should have run.
Do not hold back.
Strike as one.
Victory is near.
Yeah, Maka can move. She can really hustle. Ow. Sneak attack much? Yes, you are speed.
I will not falter.
Did I? Ah, fuck. That explains a lot, actually. I didn't select spells for Trom. Whoops. Thanks for the lurk, Maka. Hmm.
I do what I must.
Hmm.
I always did what was right. Therefore, I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I do now becomes right because I am righteous?
I'm there.
What is it?
Stand with me.
Maka is speed.
We shall overcome!
Atram regrettably does not currently have a lot of spells.
Strike! Aim carefully. Attack!
Aporane Sentes.
Press on!
Don't hold back! Attack! In due time.
Well, that was easy.
I'm off. I'm there. I do what I must. dare.
This once quiet glade in the heart of the plains of Dunsword now resembles a low, rocky shore, braced for the crash of a menacing wave. A team of centaurs tower above a handful of people, scraping the ground and rising to their hind legs from time to time. They seem nearly ready to trample the frightened prey into the ground, into the mud. Noticing your party, a woman in simple peasant clothes breaks away from the group and throws herself at Magar's feet. Your Grace, Baron Varn, our prayers have been answered. We are the villagers of Old Stump. We wanted to build a farm in these lands, but we barely started digging the cellar when these monsters appeared. A muscular centaur with black hide and dark hair leans forward, thrusting out his chest and nearly trampling the woman. Howl louder! The more your kin call forth, the fewer will have to root out from their hold. Magar raises his hands in a powerful gesture, drawing everyone's attention. What is it you want from these people? What do we want, two-legged? You ask this after everything your kin have done? You come to this land, uninvited, dig up the ancient graves, and attack us? The guardians of the land? What do we want? We want to clean the world of the dirt you spread. Examine the centaur's gear. By the signs and patterns on their weapons and clothes, you recognize them as belonging to the Noman tribe, a warlike clan of centaurs that long ago settled in these lands in ages past. The tribe fought back the Talons, who tried to settle the region and were almost completely wiped out. The Nomen haven't shown themselves for a long time, but they hardly hold any warm feelings toward you. look closer at the symbols that the centaurs are wearing. Thank you, Atram. All the centaurs have pendants or signs depicting the moon, the symbol of Desna, in her aspect known as the Mother Moon. You worship Desna, stranger, and Desna is a good goddess. Do not discredit her with unworthy actions. Magar nods in approval. That's right. We walk under the same moon, stranger. I've always thought a good sign, or thought it a good sign when hostile parties begin with conversation rather than an arrow in the face. If you will spend time insulting us, then you will surely spend a moment more to explain in detail what my race and my subjects might have done to offend you. Oh, yeah, it's big stretch. Thanks, Atram. Let me just go and get my water bottle for that hydrate redeem. Thank you for the hydrate. What have we here? A two-legged with reason and dignity. Not like the others. They are deaf to our warnings. Fine, I will tell you. I will use the words of the ancient songs and of a chorus Silverfire, who sees far further than any of us of your sages and rulers. We are the guardians of this land, and it is imbued with evil. The centaur speaks in a measured and melodic voice, carefully reciting a sacred teaching. Evil sleeps here, under each burial mound, under each obelisk, with one-eyed skulls. And you, two-legged, dig this ground like moles, stealing secret treasures from the ancient graves, and tempting their dread magic. You will ruin all. The one who sleeps must continue his slumber. The caged one must remain behind bolt and bar. Do you understand, two-legged one? I'm giving you a chance to take this rabble and leave. Go away from the city of Hollow Eyes. Away from the burial mounds. Away from the obelisks and the other Cyclops ruins. If you turn away from the past, the Noman tribe will leave you in peace. Well, that's just wonderful. By a rough estimate, he just demanded that we relinquish 2/3 of the barony, including the most fertile fields and mines. Only the barren rocks in the mountains are free from Cyclops ruins. Magar, we simply can't agree to that. Quiet, Cephal, and you, Nadia. I think we can, and must, try to come to some kind of agreement. But first, but of course, without uprooting 2/3 of our villagers and leading them into the mountains where they'll eat moss and stone. Let us talk, stranger. I'm sure we can find agreeable terms. The centaur shakes his head. Mother Moon as my witness, I wish to avoid bloodshed. But what we guard is more important than any of our lives, two-legged.
Victory!
This will hurt.
Omronda Gratio. Omronda Gratio.
A solid plan.
believe in yourselves.
No.
You should have run.
Operare serves. Inimosi try.
Forwards.
Fight me.
Damn.
Good roll, actually.
Strike.
Inimosi try.
Aim carefully.
Victory is near.
Magar looks down quietly at the dead centaur bodies. This could have been avoided. I hope all their kin aren't such hotheads. I wouldn't want to begin my role by slaughtering a whole centaur tribe. He's growing more gloomy every moment. And how would you like your role to begin? With a village slaughtered by centaurs? Like it or not, we can tolerate fanatics like them. We cannot tolerate fanatics like them near our villages. If you are incapable of seeing the great cost they would bring to the barony, even think of the safety of your peoples. Would you want children testing their bravery in Cyclops' tombs to fall victims to these four-legged savages? Your Grace, about the tombs. Our younglings did go there, to that huge stone vault sticking out of the ground to the south. Magar curses. When? I have half a mind to tell you about watching your children. But the truth is, I was once young and stupid myself, and slipped my caretakers more than once. General, Regent, let's go to that huge stone vault to save the young fools. Drag them home by their ears if we must.
Please get to the point.
Yoink.
Well, that was easy.
In due time.
We will prevail. Do not hold back.
Stretch. Okay. And hydrate. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate.
Strike as one.
I should probably rest after this fight.
We shall overcome.
On your knees!
But that's also fine because we are ending stream soon anyway.
Attack! Ha!
Press on.
Amronda Gratio.
A solid plan. Don't hold back. How could this happen?
We shall overcome.
Believe in yourselves.
Amronda Gratio.
Alright, that's probably where we are going to end today. Mostly so I can probably make Atrom the different class of archetype of cleric, because currently she overlaps a little bit with Sepho. And also, I may as well change Hold On here to Hold On, so yeah. That is probably the only reason I'm not resting now. But we'll do it before the stream, or before the Sunday stream. So, yeah. Anyway. I should probably end there. Now let's see if there's anybody on for a raid. Before I call it a night. You know what? Yeah. Now let's go say hello to... Syntax is currently rigging a model So, yeah, go say hello. And I will see you again tomorrow, where we are finally going to beat, most likely, the boss for Act 4.